Hello, hello. This is Ms. Tyson. I teach kindergarten at Westhaven Elementary. Yay, Warriors. Today we're going to be doing a lesson on subtraction. So I hope everyone is ready. Let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to be using the standard today, K.OA.A.1, which reads to represent addition and subtraction with objects, fingers, mental images, drawings, sounds, acting out situations, verbal explanations, expressions, or equations. Our objective is I can use what makes sense to me to show that I know how to subtract. So we have our show and our know. We're going to be showing what we know by the strategy that we use. So today our vocabulary is subtract. Subtract means to take away. To take away. Difference. Difference is the amount between two numbers, or you can also say the distance between two numbers, okay? Minus sign. It's a symbol that means to take away. Equal sign. Equal sign is a symbol which means two amounts are the same. All right, I've drawn an illustration at the bottom. We have the whole. You know, we've been talking a lot about whole and part, whole. Whole is always the biggest number. When we're subtracting, the whole goes first. Whole, then there's the minus sign, minus the part that we know, equals the missing part or the difference. Notice I've drawn 5 flowers. That's our whole. And if you look closely, you see that there are 3 X's on the part that we know. That's 3. You have to X out 3. And we have 2 flowers left that do not have X's. So 5 minus 3 equals 2. Awesome. So now we're going to move on and we're going to look at our subtraction strategies. Some of the strategies that you can use to subtract this. It's not all of them, but today we're going to use linking cubes. We're going to draw pictures. We're going to draw dots. And we're going to use a number line. I also have some other different things that we can use also. So let's go ahead and get started. Why is it important for us to know how to subtract? Well, when we're counting our money, we need to know what we have. We don't need to be cheated out of our money, right? Very good. So subtraction is very important for our lives. We need to know how much to take away and then how much we're supposed to get back, right? Very good. So if you look at my board here, I have a number sentence. And a number sentence is also called an equation. And we have 5 minus 2 equals blank. So I have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. 5 is the whole. Now I am going to take away 2. That minus sign means to take away. 5 take away 2 equals the difference. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to draw an X on 2 of those circles. Doesn't matter which 2, as long as I choose 2. And I'm going to touch and count like I talked about. 1 and 2. 5 minus 2 equals 3. And so I can go ahead and write my answer in. Very good, very good. So now we're going to go in a little bit further. I used the bigger number sentence this time. This time my whole is 7 and I'm taking away 3. And also I drew some little crooked squares. Those are my pictures. So I have 7. So let's count and make sure we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got to make sure that your whole is right, because if you don't start with the right whole, you'll end up with the wrong answer. Now it says take away 3. So I'm going to draw an X on 3 of those squares. So I'm just going to have fun with it. I'm going to draw X's wherever. 1. Come on, act right, marker. 1, 2. Ooh, yes. And 3. I'm going to X out the last one. So let me pull it back a little bit. Now let's count the squares that do not have X's. That's so important that we make sure we count the ones that do not have X's, because those are going to be the difference between 7 and 3. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 that did not have an X, so 7 minus 3 equals 4. Very good, very good. So we're going to keep going because I gathered some different things here. We talked about the fact that we could use linking cubes. So if we look back up at our anchor chart, we could use linking cubes to subtract. And I have a subtraction sentence already up there. And I started with 5 minus 2. So I'm going to use that one again. 5 minus 2. But we're going to use our cubes instead. So I've got my cubes here. Let's make sure we have 5 cubes. I picked the ones with the letters because I was rushing, so I'm sorry. So disregard the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says to take away how many? To take away 2. So I'm going to snap 2 away. And how many do I have left? I have 3. 1, 2, 3. So 5 minus 2 again equals 3. So we've done it 3 different ways so far. Good job, good job. All right, so we can use the cubes. I also have on the table, because I know you guys are at home and you don't have cubes and that type of thing maybe at the house, so you can pull together whatever you have. You can use whatever you have to subtract with. So I found some cute little marbles. So I'm going to use this same number sentence, 7 minus 3. So I need to count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have 7. Let me pull this back some. How many am I taking away? It says I'm going to take away 3. So I'm going to take away these last 3 that I added. 1, 2, 3. And how many do I have left? Oh, I have 4. I can look at it. I can subtract. That means when I look at it, I can see how many I have. But if I'm not sure, I can always count them. So I'm going to go ahead and touch and count because that's important, especially when you have manipulatives. Just touch it and count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 minus 3 equals 4. Awesome. So now we've used a couple of different ways. Wow, we've used linking cubes. We drew pictures. We drew some circles or some dots. Now the last thing we're going to talk about using is a number line. So I'm going to a number line. Number lines are so fun. I love number lines. I call them my handy dandy number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when you make yours a little bit neater than mine. I was a little messy because you have to make sure you know where your designations are for each number. So Ms. Tyson is sorry for being messy. Forgive me. So we're going to use a different subtraction sentence. So I'm going to write, if I'm using this number line, the furthest I can go is 6 because I don't have any other numbers greater than 6. So I'm going to start with 6. 6 minus, I'm going to say 6 minus 3. When we're using the number line, the fun part about a number line is we always look for the whole. We're always going to look for the whole. So we have to look at our number equation and figure out which one is the whole. The whole is always the largest number. So if I look at my number sentence, I see 6 and I see 3. Which one is larger? If I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is larger than 3, so it has to be the whole. Now look at what I get to do with that 6. I get to come over here to the number line and I'm going to mark it. My marker is not beautiful, but hey, it's going to have to work for today. Now it says take away 3. How do I take away 3 on a number line? I'm going to jump. So I told you this is going to be fun. We're going to hop, and we're going to hop to the left, because left means less, because we're taking away, right? If we hop to the right, we would be adding on. And we don't want to add on, we want to take away. So are you ready? Let's hop. How many times are we hopping? We're going to hop 3 times. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and circle. What number did we land on? We landed on the number 3. 6 minus 3 equals 3. What if I wanted to check that to make sure it was right? Because it's important for us to understand that we can use a different strategy to check to make sure that what we did was right or wrong. So I got some more manipulatives on the table. Actually, I'm going to use some magnetic ones. So how many am I going to begin with? The whole is 6. So I'm going to add 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It says 6 take away minus 6 minus 3. 6 take away 3. So I need, okay, I have 6. Let me count them to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 take away 3. 1, 2, 3. And how many do we have left? 3. Very good. So we have proven that answer. We used 2 different methods to prove that answer. So boys and girls, I hope that this was good for you today. We're going to come back again and we'll talk about more about subtraction, but I just wanted to let you know that you're going to be working on, I can use what makes sense to me to show that I know how to subtract. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.